हॅलो ऋषी.
हा वेंकटेश.
ते आम्ही अँग्युलर याला झालो होतो स्टडी लिंकला. अमित म्हणला की स्टडी लिंकला जॉईन व्हा.
हा
अच्छा, मी मेसेज टाकतो एक मिनिट. अविनाश आणि विशाल तिकडेच आहेत.
नाही, हा त्यांना राहू दे की आधी एक एकट्याचं घेऊत का सगळ्यांसोबतच घेऊत का?
चालेल, काय प्रॉब्लेम नाही.
हा चलते, बोलो.
कसं घेतलं तरी काय नाही होत.
हो.
हॅलो ऋषी.
त्यानं तिकडे गेलं का वेंकटेश?
आलोय.
आम्ही तिकडे जॉईन होतो.
हा, मी तो वाट बघत होतो.
हा, तिकडे काहीतरी हे झालं.
हा, पण ते
Miscommunication
चालू
झालं.
असल्यावर हे चल ना की लिंक.
नाही, ती वेगळी आहे.
हा
नाही चालत ना.
हा
नाही, ती स्टडी लिंक वेगळी आहे ना. आपली याची नाहीये. अँग्युलरची नाही, ती दुसऱ्यांची आहे ना.
हा का?
हा, ती
आता आपण एवढ्या लिंक बदलल्या त्याच्यामुळे काही लक्षात येत
नाही, ती म्हणून तर सांगितलं होतं ना, संडेला जॉईन करू नका, संध्याकाळी जॉईन नका करू.
ते.
आता ती एक्सपायर झाली वाटतं. चालतंय, चला सुरू करू.
स्टार्ट करू. हा, वेंकटेश सोबत स्टार्ट करू.
अरे यार, माझी स्क्रीन काय शेअर करतोय.
व्हिडिओच.
हा, हेच बॅकग्राऊंड प्रसिद्ध आहे.
माझं करू की नको? कारण
हा?
त्यांनी तुम्हाला त्यांनी राहणार समोर, म्हणजे व्हिडिओ त्यांचा ऑफ राहते.
ऑफ राहते का?
हा, ऑफ राहते.
हा, ऋषीचा ऑफ राहिला तरी चालेल.
हा, कारण
तसंच.
प्रॅक्टिस.
येस.
चालतंय.
मी करू का ऑफ माझा पण?
हा कर. व्हिडिओ तुझा इंटरव्ह्यू चालू झाला की तुझं ऑन कर, म्हणजे कसं सवय होती.
हा, चालतंय.
ओके, चल स्टार्ट करू.
हो.
हाय वेंकटेश, हाऊ आर यू?
Hello, good evening, Rishi. How are nice. Thanks for asking. How are you?
I'm also good. So, Venkatesh, you have applied for a web developer position. Can you just brief me about yourself?
Thanks for giving this opportunity. And my name is Venkatesh Vajanathware. I am from Nanded. I completed my graduation in EINTC in 2016. And my hobbies are playing cricket and read about technologies. And I'm currently working as a front-end developer in Team Lead Infotech since 2.8 years. And since 1 year, I working as an Angular engineer on one project that deals with the schools school project, and it has two modules to the end school to the student end and to a teacher end. Basically, it give information up to the student related to various schools in their location. And I worked on various form modules and basically handle data binding related functionality.
Okay.
That's all about me.
Okay. So, how much year of experience do you have?
Total, I have 2.8 years experience as a front end.
Okay, and in Angular?
In Angular, I have 1 year experience.
Okay. Can you explain me about your projects that you have worked on?
which currently I'm working on Angular project. So for that, I mainly do all related data binding related issue, and I worked on uh, form modules related to teacher and student.
Okay. And what are your roles and responsibilities?
To bind the data which get from server side to the UI, and also related to take care of HTML and CSS related issue.
Okay. Okay. And why are you leaving your current organization?
Or just career growth.
Means
From here, I have also learn new things. So I'm currently looking for job.
okay. Okay. So what is JavaScript?
JavaScript, it is nothing but scripting language. It is lightweight, interpreted and object-oriented programming language, which used for to make web pages.
And what are the features of JavaScript?
JavaScript features, we can say that it's lightweight and interpreted and object-oriented language.
Okay. Do you have any idea about service now?
Service now, it's and I'm not having that much idea about service now. Just know that it is used for to store data on cloud.
Okay. Okay. And do you know what is event bubbling?
Event bubbling is nothing but the event propagation. When we trigger, when we click on any target element, at that time event propagate from child, event propagate from that target element to its parent. This is called event bubbling. Basically, event propagate from child to its parent element.
Okay. Okay. And how we store the data in JavaScript?
We can store data in JavaScript. We use for that local storage,
And
and we can also use cookies.
no, do you know
Yes,
session storage?
yes.
Yes. So I want to know the difference between session storage and local storage.
So session storage is nothing but it's only data keep in our browser for particular session. Once session closed, data will be vanished. Whereas in local storage, data will not be deleted until we have to delete or remove that data. It keep there.
Okay. And if means uh, can I access that data after 1 year
Yes, you
in
can
local
access
storage?
data today, tomorrow, or day after
Or is
tomorrow, or
there a by
after years.
default time for local storage? Any by
No,
default time?
no, there is not such a thing or any time limit for
Did you read that?
local storage. Yes,
Means for local storage, there is a default timing in browsers. Do you know?
sorry, I don't know about any that that information that
Okay.
it has any well timing or
Okay. Okay. What is the difference between cookies and means these local storage and session storage? No.
okay, base
So what
storage.
I yes. So what is the difference? Why
Uh,
we are using local storage and global storage?
Basically, these storages are introduced in currently ES6 features. So and cookies we are using previous version of JavaScript. So cookies have a smaller memory size than storages. Storages have 5 MB, whereas cookie has only 24 to 25 KB. So we preferred storages instead of cookies, and it's more secure than cookies.
Okay. Okay. So can you tell me what are the ES6 features?
Yes, six provide us two way of property declaration, let and where. Then function arrow ES6 provide arrow function for function declarations, and next one it it uh, it gives promises async await for to handle async behavior of JavaScript. Then spread and rest operator.
Okay. And
These are some features.
yes,
And
yes. So can you explain the REST parameter?
rest is nothing but to pack the pack the unpack values, means if there are unpack values, it converted into array. So for that we use rest operator, and for three dot we apply three dot to use that as a rest operator.
Uh, can you explain spread operator?
Basically spread also we use same notation to use spread operator, but that main difference is that spread operator is nothing but uh, to unpack the packed values, means unpack pack values of iterating of object. So when we apply on array, its packed value, it get unpacked. It's create a separate element for each array element.
Okay. Okay. What is hoisting?
Hosting is a JS mechanism in which all property and function declaration get shifted to top of their scope before start executing our program.
Okay. So Venkatesh, do you know arrow
Yes.
function?
Yes.
Okay. So where we should not use arrow function?
Okay. Arrow function. Uh, Arrow function we can't. We not able. We have to avoid to use for event callback function, because whenever we use this into that, uh, there it always represent to the global scope.
And
So we have to avoid to use while for any event callback function.
okay. Any other means any other place where we can't use arrow function?
So any others? Currently, I'm not able to recall any other way
Okay.
where we not able to use.
Okay. Okay. So what is an object?
Object is nothing but its collection of data in the form of key and values. And in JS, everything is object except primitive data types.
Yes, correct. And what is promise?
Promise is nothing but its object, and which gives value sometime in future, depending upon whether it's a resolve or reject. And it has three methods, three stage of pending, resolve, and reject. So we use to handle async behavior of JavaScript.
Okay. And why we use async await then?
Async await is nothing but just a sugar coating of promises. So when there are a series of async call at that time, sorry, yes, promises call, when we write promises, 2 3 promises, and we have to perform one after another at that time, then it's very complicated to write then and catch. So we just use async await instead of promise.
Why we use then and catch?
Whenever we resolve in whenever we resolve promises, at that time that resolve data will get into then in the after in then function, and when promises fails, when promise reject, we get error message in a catch function. So for we can say for promise consumption, we use then and catch method.
Both are used to means when promise is resolved, then will be called,
Yes.
correct? And when catch will be called?
When promises get rejected, at that time catch will be called.
Yeah. So that's I'm asking.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So okay. So next, can you explain the means what is means oh, class? Do you know class?
Yes, this is one of the feature of ES6.
Yes. So why we use class?
Class, we use class just to create a object.
Okay.
And that, yes, that's only we use class for to create a different object instance. And in build we have by default constructor method which helps to create objects.
Okay. So what is inheritance and which type of inheritance is there in JavaScript?
Inheritance means take all property characteristics to his child, his parents. And we use in JavaScript two type of inheritance. It's direct direct uh, parental inheritance, and what it's a
There is a prototypical
multi inheritance, something like that.
prototypical inheritance in JavaScript.
Okay,
Yes.
at the
So what
keyword
is that
prototype.
prototypical inheritance? Okay.
Sorry,
Okay.
not able to recall currently what
Okay.
exactly that.
So what is a closure?
Closure is nothing but inner function have access to property and declare in outer function and window scope.
Can you tell me exact? Can you explain the closure?
Closure means there is a function, two function, outer function and inner function. So inner function have all access. Inner function have access all property which declare in its outer function, or we can say inner function have lexical scope, means all inner function can use all property which declare in outer function or its parent function.
Okay. And then means can you tell me the definition, proper definition of closure?
It is a group of function which bind together, and inner function have
Do you know what is a
Lexic-
lexical scope?
Lexical scope means yes, one method, inner method have access its parent parent property. Inner function have all access to its parent property or parent scope.
Okay. So I have sent you one link. So in that, it is your API link. Assume that it have 10 users of data.
Mhm.
So can you just uh, uh, bind this to your means? Can you just create a table and use this in JavaScript?
We have to
Open your
make a
Visual Studio Code.
API call.
Yes. Share your screen.
Okay.
What is the data type of URL?
Hmm.
The URL data type.
काय म्हणला अविनाश?
I think what is the data type of URL? Is it a number or what?
String, but
Yeah,
it's JS file.
yeah, but for string, what we use? Do we use double quotes?
Right.
Okay, it's fine. Just tell me the methods, which methods you will use. You can use fetch also, but just
Yes.
now explain me.
We can use fetch method, and into that we use get call, and
Yes.
two times. First time when we fetch, we get JSON data. After that, in
Yes.
second fetch we get data.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So can you just reverse a string? Open your Chrome in that developer console. Okay. Here, take one string in variable where. variable. Take a variable name.
Okay. Anything.
Anything. Okay. Just reverse this thing. We don't have any method on string to reverse a string.
Just say.
Took your surname.
Yeah, just typing mistake. नाही थांब.
Enter.
Okay, we create array. Now we convert it to string.
Type enter.
We created array. Now we apply join method.
Yes. Yes. So next. Do you know Fibonacci series?
No, I don't have an idea about this. Fibonacci is means we add number into previous number.
Yes. Okay, fine. Do you know what is recursion?
Recursion, we use one function into another function, incrementing inner function. That's the recursion.
Okay. That's not correct.
Recursion.
Function calls itself. That is a recursion. Okay, fine. Okay, we'll come to the end of your interview. So do you have any questions for me?
No.
Okay, fine. Bye.
Okay.
कॉन्फिडन्स नाही व्यंकटेश भैया का बर?
हा.
2 वर्षाचा एक्सपिरियन्स लावला तुम्ही कॉन्फिडन्स राहायचं, चुकलं तर चुकलं, पण आपण 2 वर्षाचे एक्सपिरियन्स आहे म्हणलं का त्यांना आपल्याला आपली गरज आहे, आपल्याला त्यांची गरज नाही सध्या. तुम्ही खूपच टेन्शन मध्ये आलो, खूपच असं म्हणजे असं ह्याच्यात आलो होतो.
आता कंटिन्युअस इंटरव्ह्यू वगैरे झालं ना मग आणखी फायदा होऊन जाईल.
हो,
स्टार्टिंग चांगलं केलं होतं बरं का त्यांनी, म्हणजे स्टार्टला चांगलं एकदम ग्रिप पकडली होती.
नंतर मग ते कंपनीचं पण तुम्ही सांगताना ते तसं सांगायचं नाही, असं तुम्ही तिथं काहीतरी सांगितलं बघा, असं 2 मॉड्यूलवर काम केलं, म्हणजे
हा, हा,
2
हा.
मॉड्यूल आहेत हे ते. आधी आपण सांगायचंच नाही काही, फक्त प्रोजेक्ट ह्या प्रोजेक्टवर काम केलो आणि ते प्रोजेक्टचं टेक्निकल काही सांगायचं नाही, काय आहेत ते प्रोजेक्ट सांगायचं.
ओके, काय इंटरफेस वगैरे काय काय इन्फॉर्मेशन फक्त वरची.
हा, तुम्ही ते असं म्हणजे पूर्ण असं 2 मॉड्यूल आहेत तिथं असं हे सांगायचं नाही. हे कधी सांगायचं, जेव्हा तुम्हाला त्यांनी विचारले, आता एखादी प्रोजेक्ट आहे तुमचा, आता तुम्ही ते स्टुडंटचं म्हणलो, डायरेक्ट म्हणायचं आय हॅव वर्कड ऑन दिस प्रोजेक्ट अँड इट इज दॅट प्रोजेक्ट इज लाईक फॉर मीन्स कशाचं आहे ते प्रोजेक्ट, तुम्हाला काही मायलिनच का, कोणतं
हा हो,
प्रोजेक्टचं
म्हणजे
नाव?
काय, हो सरांचा प्रोजेक्ट आहे ना.
हा, मग ते सरांकडे त्याचं एक ब्रीफ आहे की ते घ्या की, पर्सनल डेव्हलपमेंट साठी काहीतरी आहे ते प्रोजेक्ट.
नाही, तो इंटरनॅशनल स्कूलचा येतोय तो सरांचा.
इंटरनॅशनल स्कूलचा नाही का, तो वाला आहे.
तो दिलेत नाही हो,
दिला नाही तो, म्हणजे जसं मी असं बघून फक्त ते राहिले, ते ब्रीफिंग राहिले त्याच्याबद्दल.
तुम्हाला आता त्यांनी सरांनी मायलिन दिले असतील की.
त्यातलं कोणतंच नाही वापरत आहे.
का बर?
माने टॉपिक टाकतोय 2.
का बर? पण आतापासूनच प्रॅक्टिस ठेवा की, आता तुम्हाला पुढच्या आठवड्यात इंटरव्ह्यू द्यायचा, ते मी नंबर पाठवलो ना जावास्क्रिप्ट वालीचा, म्हणून आता सध्या जावास्क्रिप्टचं घेत आहे मी, नाहीतर अँग्युलर वरच घेत होतो डायरेक्ट. जावास्क्रिप्टचं काय कोण घेत बसव, कोणी विचारणार अँग्युलरच्या पोझिशनला तर जावास्क्रिप्ट. आता परवा ते आहे, तुम्ही परवा सगळ्यांनी कॉल करा तिला, मला भेटला म्हणा असं असं माझ्या कलिग कडून नंबर, मला चेंज करायचं म्हणून. त्यांचं पूर्ण जावास्क्रिप्टवरच आहे. आणि टास्क दिले की असं घाबरायचं नाही, कॉन्फिडन्स राहायचं. आणि सुरुवातीला जे तुम्ही सांगितलं का, सारखं तुम्ही मी डेटा बाइंडिंग वर काम केलो, तेवढं काही म्हणायची गरज नाही, कारण अँग्युलर डेव्हलपर म्हणल्यावर त्यांना पण माहित आहे. आय हॅव वर्कड ऑन HTTP मॉड्यूल, डेटा बाइंडिंग वर्क, and also I have more worked on a forms. Yes. So this is सांगायचं असं बिना ते सांगायचं निवांत, कारण तुम्ही काम केलं. ठीक आहे, तुम्ही असं हे करू नका, कारण तुम्ही एवढं कोर्स केला, भरपूर तुमच्यात कॉन्फिडन्स राहायला पाहिजे, कारण एवढं भरपूर काही येते तुम्हाला सगळ्यांना. ठीक आहे, चलते. ओके, सो नेक्स्ट कोण देणार आहे? अविनाश, तूच देणारस ना?
हो, जस्ट 2 मिनिटात मी येतो लगेच, म्हणजे इथंच मी
चलते. हो. आणि तिला कॉल करा, तिला नंबर दिलो की नाही. जावास्क्रिप्ट जेवढे लागले तेवढे ठीक आहे, पहिला इंटरव्ह्यू तर होऊन जाईल. तिला भरपूर गरज आहे सध्या त्यांच्या कंपनीला, आणि सर्व्हिस नाव एक चांगलं प्लॅटफॉर्म आहे. आणि तुम्ही ते सर्व्हिस नावचं एकदा अजय भैयाच्या भावाला कॉल करा, आणि त्यांनी इंटरव्ह्यू दिलेत परवा कंपनी चेंज केलेत. प्रश्न कोणते मॅक्झिमम विचारले गेलेत जावास्क्रिप्टचे ते एकदा सांगा म्हणून. काही असं वेगळं काही वाटलं का हेच आपलं सरांनी, कारण त्यांनी पण सरांचे स्टुडंट आहेत.
अच्छा,
हा, त्यांनी पण सरचे स्टुडंट आहेत, 3 वर्ष झालं त्यांना लागून. हॅलो,
याच्यावरच करतात का
सर्व्हिस नाववर? हा,
सर्व्हिस
3
नाववर?
वर्ष झालं सर्व्हिस नाववरच करलाय त्यांनी. हा, मग त्यांना एकदा फोन लावा, सरांनी शिकवलेलाच सिलेबस आहे का, म्हणजे त्याच्यावरच प्रश्न येतात का, काही असं एक्स्ट्रा येते जावास्क्रिप्टचं विचारा फक्त.
अच्छा, मग काय थोडा
अमित भैया फोन लावतात की, अमित भैयाचे मित्र आहेत की अजय भैया, बॅचमेट, विचारा, कारण होऊन जाते हो, पहिले इंटरव्ह्यू पण होऊन जाते. आणि 2 जणांना 3 जणांना तर जॉब येईल तिथं. मग पुढे असे एक पुढच्या आठवड्यात 1-2-3 इंटरव्ह्यू, तर नंबर माझ्याकडे भरपूर आहेत, कमीत कमी 100 नंबर आहेत माझ्याकडे सध्या.
एवढे?
हा, म्हणून टेन्शन घ्यायचं नाही. चला, ओके, अविनाशचं स्टार्ट करू. ओके, हाय अविनाश.
हॅलो ऋषी.
गुड इव्हनिंग.
गुड इव्हनिंग.
सो हाऊ आर यू?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm also good. Okay, so let's start.
Yeah.
So Avinash, can you just tell me about yourself?
Yes. First of all, thank you for giving me this opportunity to introduce myself. I'm Avinash Khere. Basically, I am from Ahmednagar. And about my education, I have completed my computer engineering from VIIT Pune in the year of 2016. After that, I have joined Cycle Infotech, and from past 2.8 years, I am working in the same. About my project, I am working on the insurance policy project. And about my skill sets, I know HTML, CSS, JavaScript, TypeScript, Bootstrap, SAS, and Angular. Besides of that, I am a hardworking person, and I am always ready to do the work which is assigned to me. Thank you.
It's nice. So Avinash, can you just explain your projects that you have worked on?
Yeah, basically it's an US client project. So we are developing an web application for insurance policy. They provide various policy like home policy, car policy, land policy, health policy, and in that I am working on the vehicle policy model. And my roles and responsibilities are like writing some business logic and finding some bugs and taking requirement from clients.
Okay, and um, can you open the project and show me?
No, sir. Actually, it's an confidential, so I'm not allowed to show you the project.
Okay, can you just tell me the your web application name?
No, it's not actually in public domain right now. So it's still everything is in confidential.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm not allowed to share it. So sorry for that.
okay, okay. So Avinash, can you tell me on which modules you have worked on?
Yeah, in module, I have worked on several HTTP module and as well as I have worked on the forms module. Yes, yeah, this kind of API related work I have done.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And why are you leaving your current organization?
Yeah, since 2.8 years I'm working in the same organization, and I want to learn new technologies and learning some new things. So, and one reason is for my career growth also. So for this reason, I'm shifting my job here.
Okay. Fine. Okay. And you just mentioned means from last 2.8 years you are working on the same project.
No, it's my second project. Uh, uh, Before this, I was working on one project which is based on like I was working only HTML, CSS, and JavaScript related.
You are working as a UI developer on that project.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Okay. So let's continue. Okay. Avinash, what is JavaScript?
JavaScript is an single-threaded means asynchronous nature language which we use for developing an web pages.
Asynchronous.
No, it's a synchronous, single-threaded synchronous language.
Okay. And what is jQuery?
jQuery, I have not much knowledge about jQuery. We just use some CDN for the purpose of our UI development.
Okay. Means you don't have any idea about jQuery.
Yeah, not much. So
Means
yeah.
what is jQuery? Means at least you should know that what is jQuery because it is a
It's
JavaScript.
yeah, it is basically used for applying the styles and all. So that's all I know about it.
It is a library of JavaScript.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So let's move on. Okay. So Avinash, what is exception handling in JavaScript?
Exception handling. Sorry, sir.
Okay. What is hoisting in JavaScript?
Yeah, in hosting means all the declaration and functions means all the variable and function declaration get shifted to the top of the scope, means top of the current scope.
Yes.
So yeah,
How many types of scope is there in JavaScript?
there is a local scope, means functional scope, block scope. Block scope is introduced in ES6.
Okay. So what is ES6?
ES6 is an means updated version of JavaScript. We can say it's an ECMAScript 6 version, which was introduced in 2015 and having some new features added in JavaScript.
It is not a JavaScript updation. It is different from, means ECMAScript is different. It is used for all other web scripting languages. It is not just used for JavaScript.
Okay.
It has some its history. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's move. Okay. So what is a promise?
As we know, JavaScript has a synchronous behavior. To manage its asynchronous behavior, we use a promise. Promise is one type of object which returns something in future. It's having a 3 stages: resolve, reject, and pending. So yeah,
Why we use promise?
promise we use for make JavaScript means work asynchronously. As for example, at time of API call, we are getting some response from the server. So for as JavaScript runs continuously, means line by line. So we just stop the means we just wait for the other function to get execute. Yeah, for that purpose we use a promise. So we can use a means handle error handling inside the promise.
Do you know what is NPM?
Yes, it's a node package manager. We use npm for we use a npm init command for initialize our project. So all the dependencies in our package.json get installed using that.
But do you know any third-party libraries in NPM? Do you have used in JavaScript?
npm, yeah, but I have used SAS.
No, third-party libraries.
No, sorry, I'm not aware about it.
Okay. Means we'll use any means npm install, and there we'll use any third-party like for
Yeah, npm we use it for a TypeScript also, TSC.
means any third-party libraries means like you will get means bootstrap, npm install bootstrap. For Angular there is also one library like Angular material. So that are the third party.
Yes, yes, we as I know, I think SAS
But
can be
in npm
Yeah.
there are more than 8 lakhs, I think, or 8,000 like that libraries are present, and
Yeah.
they make our work easier.
Okay.
Okay. So next, so what is event bubbling and event capturing?
Yeah, event bubbling is like suppose we have a div, and inside that div there is another div, and we have a 2 click events. So what event bubbling is, when we click inside, means in child button, so it get propagated through the child to the parent. So that's we called up event bubbling. And sorry, what I forgot second question.
Event capturing.
Yeah, in event capturing, it's an reverse process of event bubbling. We capture the event, we go through the parent to child.
Okay. And what is a function?
Function is one kind of object we can say through which we can get optimum output for optimum input.
And what is first class function?
First class function is what we can store the function inside a single variable. As we said, it has a first class function.
Okay. And what is arrow function then?
Arrow function is a special feature, which is introduced in ES6. It is like a normal function only, but syntax is get easier in arrow function, and other than this, we can write expression in one line also using that. Yeah.
Yeah. And what is a rest parameter?
Rest parameter, it is a part of a destructuring. We use a rest parameter to rest the means spreaded value. Like if I have to give one example, suppose we have one function and we have passed one parameter inside it. So if we pass it using a 3 dot notation, and inside that, if we use a reduce function and make an addition of the numbers, so in the when we call the function, at that time we can pass more than one value to it. So yeah, this is one kind of example.
Okay. So do you know what is the Lodash library?
Sorry,
Lodash library.
Lodash. No, I have no knowledge about it.
Because you should know that it will do your work lot of easier and it will reduce the size of our project. Okay. Okay. So next, what is a spread operator?
Spread operator is like we can use it for to spread the values. Like for example, we have two arrays like x and y, so we can store it inside means another array. Suppose we have a data name array name data, so we can just put these arrays inside the other array. So
Okay.
this is one kind of mechanism to that. Yeah.
Okay. Can you explain filter, map, and reduce?
Okay. Filter, map, and reduce, which are introduced in ES6. These are the higher order function. So using filter, if we have a n number of entries, so if we have to filter some data inside these entries, so we can use a filter method. And if we have to use all the entries and apply same logic on all the entries, we use a map. And to make sum or multiplication of the entries, so we use a reduce.
Okay.
And main difference is it returns a new array.
Yes. Okay. Let's move to this next question. Yeah, we'll okay. Take one object. Okay. And apply filter on that.
Okay. Should I share my screen?
Yes. Firstly, open your notepad.
Okay, notepad.
Yes.
Sorry, it's taking some time. Okay. So
here, what you do is take one string.
One string.
Yes.
Okay.
Now I want characters which are repeated. I want a count of that.
So what should be the string here?
Anything you can take.
Okay, we need to count the number of words, right?
Occurrences and how many times it has been repeated.
Okay. Suppose there is a E is repeating. Okay, so I will write it for the E. If let occurrences equal to PR dot can use the match, and if we have to match E here, so
Please use for loop.
okay,
Don't use
follow. Okay.
built-in methods.
Okay.
Just explain me the logic.
What I can do here inside the X, I just split the string inside the like a single character. So so using that I can pass it in a for loop. So the parameter will be I is equals to 0, I is less
Why
than,
you used split?
Split will split every character in separately.
Means it will convert it in array then in X.
Yeah.
Okay. So then
Then for that we can make iteration on that, and if index of that particular string is matched with another index of the string, so we will get solution.
means you are saying if index is greater than 1, str dot index of that will be the logic. I think. Am I right?
I have to try it right now. So,
Okay.
just a guess.
Okay, let's find. I have shared you one link in the chat. Can you just get the data and print it on the your? Can you just print it in the
Okay.
table form? I have shared already.
Okay. Yeah. Can I use a VS Code now?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, we get the data here. So what I will do is sorry. Okay. So we don't need here an array, just need a string. So we have to see where it comes, like which data we want to display here. Every data or only one.
Only employee name first you print.
Okay. Okay. Okay, I think there is some problem inside. Inside.
You're using Angular.
Using Angular, I have to do it.
No, means you are using Angular or because
No, I'm using. Okay, I
venktesh.
have to. Yes, I have to link this. Yeah, but how now? Yes. I paste this code inside another JS file. I have another one. demo.js, demo.js.
Okay, fine, Avinash.
Yeah,
Okay. So, did you getting your data in console?
yeah, it's getting, but I think some problem with the HTML. It was
Okay.
getting on the inside another file, but as I shifted here, it's getting something error.
Okay. It's fine, Avinash. Okay. So, we'll coming to end this interview. So, do you have any questions for me?
Yeah, can you please give me the feedback so I can do better in my next interview?
Yes, it was good. There are no points. Just focus on your technical. Okay.
Okay.
Yes. So, okay.
Okay,
झालं, चांगलं झालं.
Thank you,
काही
sir.
नाही, ट्राय करायचं.
हा.
टाइम घ्यायचं नाही, थोडं टाइम घेतला जास्त झालं. चांगलंच झालं तुझं, व्यंकटेशचं दोघांचंही छानच झालं.
Yes, sir.
ठीक आहे. विशाल, हॅलो हॅलो विशाल. विशाल आहे की गेला?
विशाल नाही वाटतं, कृष्णा आहे की. कृष्णाचा विशालचा आम्ही उद्या आहे.
नाही, आता आहेत की, आताच ठेव. कृष्णा,
काही नाही, उद्या ठेवा जात.
अरे नाही
चालेल.
घे कॅमेरा ऑन कर.
उद्या डबल पुन्हा.
उद्या परत घेऊ. कधी पण तयार राहायला पाहिजे आता.
हो, आता
वाटतं
बाहेर
ऋषी,
गेलतो,
बरोबर
आता
आहे की
झालं ते मेसेज बघितलं. आता लगेच.
विशाल आहे, खूप वेळ झाला. विशाल, हॅलो.
चल केलाय वाटतं का?
चलते मग उद्याच घेऊत.
ओके.
आता ह्याची प्रॅक्टिस म्हणजे इंटरव्ह्यूची जास्त करा आता सध्या तर तुम्ही.
हा. आणि ते ऋषी, ते लो डॅश काय म्हटलं होतं तू? लो डॅश.
हा, लोडॅश एक लायब्ररी आहे.
ओके.
काय नाही, ते येईल तरी चालतंय. कुठं कुठं वापरतात भरपूर. काय 15-20 मिनिटात शिकता येते, तिथे काही अवघड नाही.
ओके, पण डिपेंड आहे ना ते, असं आपल्याकडे जर युज करत असतील तर.
हा, त्याला काही राहणार आहे असं. आपलं हे मॅप फिल्टर रेड्यूस आहेत का, हेच मेथड आहेत त्याच्यात पण.
अच्छा.
हा,
ओके.
2-2 मिनिटाचा व्हिडिओ राहते, मी बघितलो, पाठवतो वाटलं तर मी. आणि उद्या की हे इंटरव्ह्यू सोमवारी कॉल करा तिला सगळेच.
हो,
कोणी केलं का?
अमितने केलं होतं रिझ्यूम झाला, काय फॉरवर्ड केला की? हा, फॉरवर्ड पण केला होता वाटतं.
हा, काय म्हणली मग तिनं?
पण ठीक आहे, बघू.
म्हणजे तिला फोन केलं होतं का तिला HR ला?
हा, फोन करून अमितने पाठवला होता फक्त. बाकी
हा, पाठवले का?
हो हो,
मग शेड्यूल केले का काही तिनं?
नाही अजून काही.
हा, फोन लावा म्हणा एकदा सोमवारी त्यांना, मी सांगतो. नाही
हा,
सगळ्यांनी पाठवा.
हो,
चालतंय.
चालतंय.
चलो, बाय.
उद्या किती वाजता आहे मग? संध्याकाळीच का
संध्याकाळीच ठेवतो.
त्यांचा? बरं.
हो, चालतंय. चलो, बाय.
ठीक आहे.
ओके, बाय.
ऋषी, ते एकदा हे करायचं होतं, गिटहबचं नाही का?
हा,
ते एकदा करून ठेवतो.
सांगू का?
हा, म्हणजे ते प्रोसेस स्टेज वगैरे ते.
हो, सांगतो. आणि हे पण डिबगिंग पण सांगतो एका दिवशी.
हा, येस.
2 दिवसात डिबगिंग महत्वाची आहे, सांगतो. चालतंय. हो, एवढं पण हे पुढच्या आठवड्यातच करू ते पण आधी कॉल करा तिला सोमवारी.
हो हो,
गिटअपचं काय जॉईन झाल्यावर 15-20 दिवसाचं कसंही तुम्ही टाइम मागतो तो आपण करता येते आपल्याला.
हा, इंटरव्ह्यूला कोण नाही विचारत ना?
नाही, इंटरव्ह्यूला गिटअप कोणी विचारणार? गिटअप येते का विचारतात फक्त. हा, येते म्हणायचं. काय कोड पाठवायला पुश करायचं, घ्यायला पुल करायचं, क्लोन करायला गिट क्लोन, झालं. एवढे 3 कमांड माहीत राहील की संपलं. चालतंय. चलो, बाय.
हो, बाय.
ओके
थँक्यू. उद्या भेटू.
हो.